Hello everyone, good morning. I just woke up not too long ago. Excuse the ambient thunderstorm sounds in the background. It's just a noisemaker that I have in this room, so hopefully that's not too distracting. I really want to apologize for the delay on this video. This past couple of weeks has been pretty hectic, I'm not gonna lie. But here we go. We're back at it again. I'm just gonna update you on the last 2 weeks on Wegovy. In these videos, I do cover any side effects I have seen, and of course, the weight loss that I have had, which, up till this point has been excellent. So I've been very, very happy with this. So there's not too much that has changed, honestly. Pretty much, so I've been on now Wegovy 2.4, is it 2.4 milligrams? Oh my gosh, I think so. Anyways, I've been on that dose now. I just took my shot for 2.4. Last night I took the third pen, so that means I have been on 2.4 for 2 weeks and today, basically. And yeah, so far so good. Side effects that I've experienced are pretty much the same as I was experiencing before. Now I'm just staying at the same dose, so I kind of figured that it was gonna, basically stay the same, but maybe get a little better, fewer side effects as I get used to the medication and being on the same dose. The main things I had been experiencing have been constipation has been a really, really big one. Nausea the first night when I take the first dose, and usually really bad the second night after taking that dose. I get muscle aches and cramping, especially in my lower back, my calves, my legs in general, kind of pretty sore. Cold chills that usually last me it starts around day 2 after taking the dose, and usually lasts about 3 to 4 days, and it gets gradually less noticeable as I get towards, the end of the week and my next dose. So, those are the main things. Now, I am noticing it is very, very small differences, but I am definitely noticing that these side effects are becoming less and less now that I'm just staying at the 2.4, which is great. That's what I was hoping would happen. And it's much easier to handle those things now. So to combat the nausea, I am still using the Zofran it's an anti-nausea tablet that my doctor prescribed for me. You basically put it in your mouth, let it dissolve, and you're good to go. It kicks in very quickly. Now, I only take this usually day 1 and day 2 because it can add to the constipation issue, and I've been wanting to make that a little bit better, which has gotten a little better since I've been doing this. So I take Zofran about 30 minutes before taking my shot on the night that I do my injection, just to kind of head it off in case it makes me sicky. And then I go right to bed. I do it right before I go to sleep, so that way I sleep through anything else that might come up. Then I usually take the second dose of Zofran the next night. So I can go so I took my shot last night, and I'll probably make it all through today without needing the Zofran again. But as it gets closer to nighttime, that's when things kind of kick up for me a little bit, and that's when I might find myself taking that second dose of the Zofran. And then past the second day, I really haven't been needing it anymore. So that's been very, very good. And like I said, that has really helped me with the constipation issues and everything like that. As far as the muscle cramping goes, I combat some of that by eating more bananas, which tells me that this is a potassium issue that seems to be arising from at least my use of Wegovy. Obviously, I'm not a doctor or medical professional. I'm just going by kind of the common sense of what I'm, doing and feeling. So for me last time, my calves were cramping really, really badly following my last dose. And it was awful. It was really, really painful. And I started eating bananas, and by like day 2 of just eating bananas a little more regularly, I noticed that the cramping in my calves completely went away. So that's why I'm assuming, you know, bananas are a source of potassium, and people will tell you to eat bananas when you're having like cramps and things like that. So that's why I tried it, and it seems to work. So that's where we are with that. The cold chills, I haven't really found anything to combat that. I'm just bundling up and trying to stay warm, basically, especially at nighttime. That's when I really notice it. I wear like longer PJs to bed on nights that I notice I'm chilly, and that really seems to be helping quite a bit. And then I notice by day 4 after taking the shot that if I'll be kind of chilly and I'll put on my long PJs, and then about halfway through the night I wake up and I'm like overheating a little bit, and that's like my first sign that it's wearing off, like the whole side effects, and that I'm starting to get a little bit better. And then usually after that I don't need long PJs anymore. I'm back to normal, and then go on to take the next shot again. And so yeah, I'm hoping that's a sign that with time that will diminish for me. That'll be nice, because I don't like, you know, being cold, but I'll take that over everything else, right? And as far as the joint pain, the stiffness I kind of feel in my joints, I'm not sure how to combat that. Nothing I've tried so far really has helped too much. I take ibuprofen every now and then, but I don't notice like a huge difference with that. But you know, we'll get through it. It's a little bit rough, but it's still manageable for me, and you know, it's fine. I'll deal with it. Hopefully it'll get better. And that's basically that. So all the same things, just to a lesser degree, and I'm kind of just figuring out how to deal with them. Aside from that, obviously the weight loss, which is what a lot of people want to hear about. So as far as the scale goes, I try not to totally depend on just what the scale is saying. I have lost around 1 pound from the last time I gave you all an update, I believe. Yeah, around 1 pound, which, you know, doesn't seem like much. But first off, I am over 30 pounds down now from when I started my last medication, Saxenda, to now. So between the 2 medications, down about 30 pounds. And on top of that, I've been losing a lot of like actual inches on my body. So even though the scale is not showing like, hey, you know, I didn't lose like a crap ton of weight or anything this past week, I've gone another 2 notches down on my belt. Like my pants for work literally hardly fit me now. They're way too baggy. The only reason I haven't stepped down a size is because they're kind of unisex, the design of the costumes that we wear. And so my thighs are pretty thick. They always stay that way. And so the next size down is way too tight on my thighs. But my waist is really, really baggy. So yeah, next size down will fit me on the waist, but not my legs. And so I think it's going to be probably another, I'm assuming like 5 to 10 pounds of loss before I can really try to go down a pant size for work pants. But my regular like casual clothes outside of work are fitting me much better now, and a lot of my like pants and shorts are becoming loose, so it's excellent. It's I think, have I lost about 2 inches on my waist, I think is what I measured when I looked. So that's excellent, and I'm seeing a lot of difference there. And on my upper back, I see a lot of difference. My coworkers say they see a lot of difference in my face. Now, for me, I see myself every day, and so I don't tend to notice that as much. I'm kind of curious about looking back in videos and seeing if I really see a difference. If you see any difference, let me know. I know it's tough because I have my hair down today because I was too lazy to put it up. I was going to. I had my hair tie right here and I gave up. But yeah, if you see a difference, let me know. I just don't notice it myself yet. And but yeah, so I mean, I'm seeing all those changes. It's non-scale victories that you really have to look at when this happens. You can't think that you're not making progress just because the scale number isn't changing to what you think it should. Usually for me, as soon as I see that happen, I'll see the bodily changes and everything, and then boom, like the scale kind of just jumps, like, yeah, it goes down quite a bit usually after this happens for me. I'd have these big flushes. So we'll see if that happens again. And yeah, aside from that, I am very happy on this medication. I am loving the fact that I only have to do this once per week. It is nice to just not think about it and to know that it's still there and it's still working. My appetite's still really, really small. I can eat pretty much, you know, what I want to if I'm careful. I don't want to eat like a lot of greasy things. I don't eat a lot of like stuff like that because I feel like that's just asking to make me sick, you know. But you know, I can still, if I'm like, oh, I want some ice cream, right? Happens. I can eat a few spoonfuls of ice cream and it's good. Like, I don't have to eat half of a pint or whatever. Like, I can eat a little teeny bit and be fine with it, and it takes care of the craving, and we're all good to go. And so it's all about portions for me, portion control. And that's worked very, very well. It's much more sustainable for me than trying to be like super, super strict. I just try to be mindful of the fact that because I'm not eating as much, that I need to make sure that good things are going into my body so that I actually have energy and feel okay. So I do try to get a good amount of protein in, and like, you know, I try to eat a little bit more healthily than I used to, at least. And I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say today. I'm probably forgetting something, but I'm kind of half asleep still, and that's that. Anyways, I hope everyone is doing well and staying healthy and happy, and I hope that you are still enjoying these updates on the Wegovy. Once again, I do apologize for the delay on this, but I hope that you will forgive me and that we can get back on track and go back to weekly videos. If you like this content and you want to see more, please subscribe. It's totally free. You'll see when I put out new videos, and like this video to let me know that you want to see more content just like this. I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye.